Before shipping containers leave the Port of Baltimore, they're checked at this warehouse in Sparrows Point. U.S. Customs and Border Protection is making sure what's inside is legally supposed to be in there. Things like drugs can be found smuggled inside, but what CBP is finding more of, smuggled vehicles.
In this country and in this state and in this area in the DMV. It is out of control.
Adam Rotman is the area port director. He says the way containers are packed can be a dead giveaway.
You sell your car legitimately overseas. We'll open a container and we'll see it nicely packed, right? When we see these stolen automobiles, we'll see crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff usually means filled to the brim. In this one, you see big boxes, bags, and other things packed on top of a car. But taking a closer look, you can see the bumper of another stolen car right on top. Rotman says these containers can be stuffed with around 4 stolen vehicles at a time. High-end SUVs are the biggest targets.
While the majority of the cars found in these containers are from Maryland and the surrounding region, these cars are stolen from all over the country. For example, this BMW, it's from New Jersey.
So who's stealing them? Rotman pins the blame on transnational crime organizations. The majority of these cars are destined for West Africa, since there are a lot of direct routes to those countries from the Port of Baltimore.
These were also going to Togo.
But they're shipped across the world. In August, CBP led Operation Terminus, a federal, state, and local effort that recovered 12 vehicles set to be shipped from the Port of Baltimore.
These are very organized groups of professional criminals overseas that are victimizing United States citizens. They are selling those automobiles over there and making the money and lining the pockets of these criminals.
The Port of Baltimore is one of 11 ports covered by CBP's Baltimore field office. From October 1st, 2021 to September 30th, 2022, 239 vehicles were recovered. In the same time period a year earlier, only 95 were recovered. Rotman says finding stolen vehicles is a big part of CBP's mission.
Every time you talk about organized international criminal organizations, there's going to be ties somewhere to that terrorism piece, right? So we're accomplishing our mission by disrupting those transnational criminal organizations, but at the same time, we're protecting the U.S. economy.
While a lot of the stolen vehicles can end up damaged beyond repair, Rotman says some get a happy ending, returning to their owners. But it only happens when owners are reporting these thefts.
What'll happen sometimes is a car will get stolen, we'll recover it here, and the owner hasn't even reported it stolen yet, which makes our job a little bit more difficult. So make sure you're reporting that car stolen so it's in the systems so we can find it, and then just be careful out there.
I received a phone call from a police officer, and I'm thinking, this cannot be real. This is a prank call. I'm thinking, I didn't believe it.
Francine Ali Amina Al-Assar drives a 2019 Hyundai Accent. A few weeks ago, the medical technician was recovering from a major surgery inside her East Baltimore apartment when she received a call from the parking lot just steps away. She says police were there, responding to an attempted theft of her car.
He steps around and takes me to the passenger side of my vehicle. I don't know if I wanted to cry, scream, or get angry.
The front passenger side window shattered. The key ignition burst open with wires hanging out.
He stated, yes, they attempted to steal it, but the good news is that they couldn't start it. They couldn't get anywhere with it.
That's because Francine had just had her vehicle serviced. She took it in for a recall, but while there, also received the anti-theft immobilizer software. With car thefts up more than 200% in Baltimore this year, she's urging Kia and Hyundai owners to act now.
I'm glad that I took my vehicle to the dealership shop, and they updated the software and everything just in time. Because if I didn't do that, my car will have been gone.